Hello, a blessed day to everyone. Welcome po sa Good Vibes. And of course, meron po tayong inihandang napakagandang topic. It's about dating. And not just ordinary dating, no, dating in the pandemic, no? And of course, in the hope that we can find our one true love. And syempre, pagdating sa love, kausap natin ngayon si Doc AJ Chua. Hello, Doc AJ. Welcome sa Good Vibes.
Yes, hello. Hello po sa lahat ng viewers.
Yes.
Happy Valentine's. A few days na lang.
So, Feb month, di ba? Feb. Kaya talagang love month, ika nga. Kaya pinili natin, ang pag-usapan natin is about dating, no? Pero, ewan ko, hindi ko sinabing love expert ka kasi registered ka. Ikaw ang aking inimbita muli para pag-usapan nga natin tong dating na to. So, siguro to start, no, Doc AJ, let us define, no, what dating is all about, no? How important is this, no, before you enter into a relationship. So, ano ba yung dating, Doc AJ?
Okay. Dating, usually, it's a phase wherein they get to know one another. Tignan ba natin kung compatible ba sila. Tapos, syempre, of course, kaya usually they go dating. They go out on dates, okay? They go out, let's say, whether they watch a movie, eat together, and then, syempre, pag habang tumatagal na, let's say, pag sila na, usually they get to meet each other's families, friends, before they get married. So, it's a phase. It's a phase of getting to know one another to see if they're okay ba talaga sila o click ba sila o hindi.
So in other words, this is a very parang important stage, no? Hindi pwedeng ito parang optional.
Generally, it's better talagang meron kasi mas mahirap eh. It's easy, let's say, to just chat, pero iba yung kunyari, you're caught in a traffic. Stressful, di ba? Doon mo makita, mabilis pa magalit itong boyfriend ko o itong girlfriend ko, yung mga ganon. Manag ba siya? Ayun. Doon mo makikita in very stressful situations. Yung some of the things na normal, di mo makikita sa date. Siyempre, pag date, ay masaya ka, holding hands lang, sweet, patweet thumbs, yun lang makikita mo. But if you get to know that person deeper, doon mo makikita, can I accept each other's flaws? Yun ang importante.
Yes. Oo, tsaka Doc AJ, makikita mo kung kuripot o hindi yung ka-date mo.
Doon mo rin makikita. Kung mabilang, no? Oo, totoo.
Okay, ito last time na magkausap tayo, Doc AJ, you did mention na for married couples, no? Sabi mo that kailangan magkaroon sila ng me time, no? Huwag yung masyadong focus sa work or sa family. Dapat may time, parang private time for the two of them. In other words, they can also date even if they're married, right? So, can you tell us, pag mag-asawa, ano namang klaseng date ang dapat gawin dito?
Actually, medyo pareho lang. Like sabi ko nga, sana if even after marriage, no matter how long you have been married, you treat your spouse parang boyfriend mo or girlfriend. Bakit? Kasi minsan, pag nag-asawa na, we take each other for granted. Ay, nandyan na eh. Kasi tingnan mo, bakit yung mga, let's say, guys, they have a goal eh. Mapasa ko itong babaeng to. So talagang mega effort. Kunyari lang taga-Alamang si girl. Siya, taga-Quezon City. Magka-travel pa yan. Or let's say, taga-Cavite, and then Manila. Travel pa rin yan every week. Minsan nga, everyday pa gusto niya. Pero, pag nag-asawa na, sige, sasabihin mo, honey, can you please touch me? Hindi, bahala ka, umuwi kang mag-isa, mag-commute ka. Di ba? So, minsan nawawala yung sweetness. So, that's why we recommend that maski mag-asawa kayo, mag-date-date rin kayo. Like, yung kayo dalawa lang, walang kasamang mga anak. Babysit mo na lang si mga anak. Tapos, then you can watch a movie together, have coffee together. Parang ang point is, para ma-rekindle yung romance sa marriage. Tapos kunyari, Valentine's, you can also give something to each other or mga anniversaries, yung mga special occasions. Para maging sweet pa rin.
It doesn't have to be expensive, no? Sabi nga, it's
tama.
That counts, hindi ba? You know, Doc AJ, very briefly, no? Kasi nakikita ko sa post mo, kayo ni Sir Hans, sweet na sweet. So, ano ba i-share sa amin na paano kayo nagdi-date ni Hans, no?
Okay. For us, kasi mahilig kami kumain, then we try, pre-pandemic, kasi during pandemic, we seldom go out. Siyempre, ayaw natin magkasakit. But we try different restaurants. Pero like sabi mo, it doesn't need to be expensive. Yung mga expensive, reserve yan for special occasions. Kunyari, once in a while na, sabi ko, tagal na natin, I wasn't able to see the sunset. So, syempre, then we eat at Sofitel. Pero nasa labas ng Sofitel para makita mo yung sunset, di ba? Yun. Pero, normally, let's say, we went to a mall. You buy some groceries. After that, then we will go to a restaurant that we've never been to. So, we try different restaurants. Na kaming dalawa lang, one, it's easier because we don't have any kids with us. So, it's easier. Pero, actually, it's not... yung iba naman, wala rin naman silang kids, pero yun na nga, you really have to make time. Kasi both of us are busy. Saka dati kasi, baliktad mundo namin. The first 5 years of marriage, medyo mahirap. We really have to adjust kasi he works nighttime. He works at a call center, panggabi siya. So nakakatawa, pag uwi ko ng bahay, aalis siya. Tapos pag ako naman, tapos by the time I'm about to leave, he's still sleeping. Ganon. So usually it's really weekend that let's say, we really make it a point to go out. Pero yung everyday, na maski yung a few minutes, let's say, syempre, one of us has to sacrifice. In this case, it's me. Kasi wala naman akong body clock na tinatawag. Ibig sabihin, I can sleep, I can wake up anytime. Kasi pag sa call center, iba-iba yung shift niya. Let's say, sometimes it's 4 a.m., uuwi siya. So 4 a.m., pag magigising ako, I prepare his breakfast, and then we watch a 45 minutes, let's say, a series together. And after that, he can go back to sleep. Parang gano'n.
So like for example, in a month, no, how many times do you go out? Once a week or what?
Dati, probably, no. Siguro, ang sure would be once in 2 weeks. Kasi Pero kasi yung iba naman would be functions. Like, nung walang pandemic, maraming functions. Like, you attend weddings, you attend birthdays, you attend ang dami eh. Minsan pati funeral, we also have to go together, yun.
Parang date na din yun, basta magkasama.
Yeah. In a way, we serve together, we help people together.
Yes. And very evident, no, nabanggit mo yung pandemic. And yun ang next question ko nga sa'yo, na because of the pandemic, how do you think dating has changed? Paano nagbago?
It has changed in the sense that kung saan ka pupunta. Because before, of course, let's say for us, we tried different restaurants, but now we can't do it. So actually, wala nang date. Pero yung date, pwede naman lang, kunyari, pag masipag kami, let's say, I'll just cook something special. Yung iba naman, mas matyaga, may candlelight dinner sila. I've never done that, okay? Pero then it's like a very simple date would be, ang point ng date is just spending time with one another. So some people would have, okay, it's nighttime. Okay, after the kids have gone to bed, okay, it's our time together. At least malang 15 minutes to 30 minutes we talk. That's a date. Parang ganun. Pwede rin naman. But for us, we go out probably once in how many months? Ganun na lang kahirap nun. Talaga mas mahirap during pandemic.
Pero kasi Doc Joyce, no, you get the chance to be together because you're already married, no? Pero for example, ilagay natin sa context ng mga singles, no? Dating ngayon, hindi nga pwede magkita or medyo, di ba, marami pang mga restrictions. So, paano nabago sa mga singles naman ang dating?
Yeah, during this time, dating is harder. I mean, in terms of going out, mas mahirap. But it's not impossible because I've heard of people na nagka-boyfriend, nagka-girlfriend during the pandemic. Pero mas mahirap lang ng konti. Let's say, you have to think extra hard. Kasi dati mas mabilis eh. Okay, let's just go to, let's say, SM Mega Mall. Next week sa Robinsons tayo. I mean, maraming mall, di ba? Now, we want to limit it. Or maghahanap ka ng mall na meron siya mga, let's say, yung alfresco dining. Para mas hindi tayo yun. Or maybe instead of a mall, we have to look for a park. Kasi at least open air. So maybe you go to Eco Park, yung mga ganun. So you just have to be more creative. Pero it's still possible for you to get to know each other.
Okay. Ako curious lang ako, Doc AJ, kasi alam ko marami kang nakakausap ng mga teenagers, no? Yung mga medyo bata-bata kasi being a guidance counselor, di ba? Marami kang nakakausap na ganyan. So I'm just curious, what is their biggest concern right now about dating, lalo na pandemic? Ano yung parang parang sinishare nila sa iyo na biggest concern nila?
Siguro biggest concern is it's harder for them to, get to know that person better in terms of yung in person. Pero kunyari, they can talk naman online, di ba? Pwede naman sila mag-chat, mag-text, abuti na may online. So in a way, they still get some communication. Pero iba pa rin, like you you can't see each other because sometimes, kunyari, maski lalaki, he wants to visit the girl's family. Siguro dapat make sure na wala siyang virus, dapat nag-quarantine muna siya ng mga 2 weeks, hindi siya lumabas, bago siguro papayag yung the girl's family. So it's harder or mas mabagal in terms of meeting the family rin or other friends. So yun ang ibang mga ilang mga concerns natin.
So kumaga sa ito, so let's say for example, boyfriend girlfriend na sila because of yung limitation ng movement, they are now restricted or constrained sa online na lang, hindi ba? So medyo maraming bagay nga talaga, tama ka no, na maraming bagay na hindi mo magagawa yung kumbaga yung compared to let's say nakikita kayo physically, parang limited nga doc yung sa online ano.
Oo, pero mayroon din there's also some positive points in that. Let's say if you kasi kunyari that relationship can hopefully grow deeper in spite of the fact na hindi kayo gaanong lumalabas. Like kunyari hopefully they can talk about more pertinent issues, mas importanteng issues. They can get to know each other maski online lang. Tapos sa totoo lang, pag on the guy's part, kasi most of the time, di ba, yung guy ang maglibre, mas matipid din ng konti. Ang sinup ngayon, pwede mong padala is, magpadala ka na lang gift, ng gano'n, di ba? Maglapalamove ka na lang, something. Pero yung labas-labas, mas menos ng gastos in terms of that.
Yes. Tama ka. Alam mo, Doc AJ, very interesting na nabanggit mo yan kasi there was a survey and I want to share this with you and I want you to confirm, no? Na sinasabi with the pandemic, dahil nga lahat online na, people are now getting towards more parang greater transparency, sabi nila, no? Ibig sabihin they are more serious, no? In knowing the person rather than going to casual dating dahil daw sa online. Do you observe that? Do you agree with that survey?
Sometimes it's hard to tell, no? I think it really depends on the people involved. Because some people, they can be, through online, mas transparent sila, mas, they want to go deeper. Para once, let's say, deeper in terms of the relationship, mas magkakilala sila. Para pag nag-meet up na tayo, mas mabilis, di ba? Okay? You've done all the groundwork na. But for some, uso pa rin ang tinatawag na catfishing, yung I pretend to be somebody I'm not, like one of the recent documentary film, Tinder Swindler, that person, I'm not saying Tinder is bad or dating apps are bad, but you also have to be very careful because may mga taong they pretend to be somebody that they're not, especially when it's online. Kasi kunyari, iba yung online, iba yung personal. Pero kaya ngayon, medyo maganda rin yung may over Zoom, may FaceTime, parang you can video call. Kasi kung dati lang, kunyari ako, machika ako pag online kasi type lang naman ako. Pero pag yung in-person na, hindi na ako nakakasalita. Hindi ko na alam masasabihin ko sa kadate ko. Ayun. So, minsan may mga ganun awkward moments. Yun.
Ako yung mga kadate mo, susumbungin ka kay fans.
Oo, dati yun.
Pero yun nga, no, tama ka yung, kumbaga because of the limitation, di ba, dahil nga hindi sila nakakagalaw masyado, hindi nakakapunta sa mga ibang places. So, sabi ko nga, restricted sila online. So, kumbaga mas siguro, Doc, tama ba observation to? Mas marami silang time to go deeper, nakilalanin.
Yes.
Diba? Tama ba, Doc?
Tama. Kasi they have more time to communicate in terms of parang mag-usap. Kasi minsan, syempre, pag bata ka, the sexual hormones are parang talaga parang raging yan pag bata ka, okay? And then, syempre, if you meet each other, the temptation, okay, to yung physical intimacy, sobrang mabilis. Tapos yung emotional, ang bagal. At tapos, kunyari, they sleep together. Tapos, sasabihin, we're not sexually compatible pala. Tapos, syempre, get broken-hearted. But this time, because of the limitation, mas hindi mahirap pa mag-meet. So, yung physical intimacy, totoo, mas mabagal siya. Pero at least yung emotional intimacy, which for me is more important, then, pag ito mas naging strong, mas mabilis. Kasi, if you ask me, maybe for some it's very outdated, but I would encourage all of our viewers that really one of the wag natin madaliin yung physical intimacy because it's different when you sleep with somebody. Like I was reading Andy Stanley's the new rules for love, dating, and sex. Sabi niya nga, actually, when you talk about sexual compatibility, that's easy. Most of us will be compatible with many people. But iba yung let's say, relationally compatible, emotionally compatible. Hindi lahat compatible. So, ganun din sinasabi niya, even though he's in the States, that hinay-hinay lang in terms of physical intimacy, you let it, parang cool ka lang, cool, until na, let's say, you wait for marriage, for physical intimacy. Let me share with you also, Sir Jerry, my love story with Hans. Siyempre kasi kami, matagal na kami magkakilala. We've been friends since high school, but we've never been romantically involved. It was only when, yun na nga, in my late 30s, niligawan niya ako. Tapos, nung sinagot ko na siya, we had an agreement. Sabi ko, if parang syempre, I suggested, and then he also agreed that sabi ko, I would prefer that our first kiss on the lips would be on our wedding day. Yes, so we went steady for 1 year, and yeah, natupad naman namin. Parang we just wanted to share to the next generation or to the young people that it is possible. Hindi madali. So that means we set certain boundaries. Like, he cannot visit me when I'm kasi tatlo lang kami sa bahay, my parents and me. So he cannot visit when I'm alone at home. So that's kunya, even sa mga dating places, okay, we make sure that there's a curfew, let's say by what time do you sobrang, kasi kung di matatempt ka tao lang tayo, it's easy to be tempted, and it's easy just to throw your values out of the window. But we wanted to, kasi for Hans, he already made a mistake in the past. Okay, I've shared that. You can watch our yung video namin, I shared in my love story in my YouTube channel. Is he or she the one? We shared that. Nagkamali siya dati. So I said, nagbagong buhay na siya. He went back to God. So okay na siya. So by the time I met him, okay na siya with God. He's very active in CCF. May D group na siya. He's also involved with the mga camps, facilitating. So, but he was open. When he met me, nung naliligaw pa lang, take note, hindi ko pa siya sinasagot. He was open about his past. Para tignan ko kung ma-accept ko ba. Parang gano'n. So I was able to accept it kasi sabi ko nga, if God can forgive, and nagbago naman siya, I can forgive your past. I can accept it. But I hope that in our relationship, we could be able to show people that it is possible to remain sexually pure before marriage.
Asan ba si Sir Hans? Kailangan makamayan ko yan. Alam mo, Doc AJ, kaya ko lang sinasabi, it may sound as a joke, pero alam mo, hindi madaling gawin yun, Doc AJ, lalo na sa panahon ngayon, hindi ba? Na sabi mo nga, physical, mataas no? Pero yun yung naging, if there's any siguro advantage, masasabi natin na dinala tong pandemic na to na kung saan hindi tayo masyadong nakakalabas, hindi tayo pwede magkita, ito yon. Hindi ba?
Yes.
Sabi mo nga,
totoo.
Physical, yung emotion ngayon ang mas mataas. And hopefully, the chances of having a successful relationship will also go higher. Tama ba, Dr.
Yes. Tama. Kasi, syempre, parang the emotional intimacy, that's a better groundwork, parang foundation for a strong marriage. Parang kunyari, as you talk, kunyari, nag-away sila. Parang, maybe if it's, let's say, for meeting, parang sasabihin na ba, oh, let's just fight and then parang make up sex. Tapos na. Parang nag-gets mo, parang, oh, just have sex. Tapos na yan. Pero, since kayo, okay, you cannot meet up and just have make up sex, then we talk about it. We try to deal with it. Yun. So, hopefully, you could gain the skills na kasi wala namang perfect marriage. Even when you get married, there will be certain problems. But the important is, can you see eye to eye? What do you do when there's conflict? Parang are you comfortable with each other na, I have my own friends, you have your own friends rin. Of course, we have common friends, pero may mga kanya-kanyang me time, parang gano'n. So, and then the adjustment in terms of, let's say, your spending habits, okay, yung mga gano'n. So, tapos, as you share your dreams, kaya mo bang isupport yung dreams ng boyfriend mo, ng girlfriend mo, something like that. So, yun ang mga things na you have to consider.
Tama. Saka, yun nga, yung purpose of dating is to really look for your lifetime partner. Hindi ba? Kasi ang hirap naman na magde-date ka, parang you're just, yung hindi ka seryoso na, sige, labas ako dito. After that, iba na naman kasama mo. Tapos, iba na naman kasama mo. Alam mo, yung mahirap doon, Doc AJ, yung sinabi mo kanina, yung getting to know, uulitin ko yung process every time I'm going out with someone new. Hindi ba? Ang hirap, kakikilalanin mo na naman. Hindi ba?
Nakakapagod.
Oo.
Nakakapagod.
Oo. Tapos iba-iba yung ugali, iba-iba yung... Kasi may adjustment din yan hindi ba? Mag-a-adjust ka na mag-a-adjust. So talagang dapat tama ka, no? Dapat kilalanin mo mabuti. Tapos ano yun, Doc AJ, pag meron kang hindi nagustuhan, tigil ka na.
Okay. Hindi naman. Okay, that's a good point. I'd like to recommend people to read To Date or Soulmate by Dr. Neil Clark Warren. Kasi sa libro niya, the first chapter, he said that kaya marami daw nag-break up, whether, let's say, mag-boyfriend or sometimes even nag-divorce, kasi nga, you choose the wrong partner. Yun ang point niya. So yung first chapter niya, ang premise niya would be, you have to know yourself first. You have to know yourself before you can know kung sino babagay sa'yo. So yun ang first chapter, dapat mature ka na in all aspects. Tapos, ang second chapter niya, sabi niya, let's say you go on a speed dating. Di ba parang, if you talk to one person, let's say 30 guys, let's say ako, I joined a speed dating, there are 30 guys. Then I talk to 30 guys. After talking to each for 5 minutes, more or less, I can gauge, ito type ko, ito medyo hindi. Kasi sabi niya, at the back of our mind, we already have a mental image of what we want in a partner. So sabi niya, since you already have that mental image, better write it down. Since walang perfect na tao, sabi niya, maximum of 10 must have. Para mga non-negotiable, dapat meron sa isang partner, ng gusto mong partner, sulatin mo. Okay. Tapos, in this book, what I'm really impressed about, na hindi ko nahanap sa any other book, is yung next chapter. Sabi niya, you should also have a list of can't stand, yung hindi mo matetake. Kasi minsan kala mo pag na-inlove ka na, di ba? Ay, hindi, kaya ko yan, kaya ko. Yung pala hindi mo kaya, and yung naging cause ng breakup. So sabi niya, you have also to know ano yung hindi mo matetake. So, kasi ako, masanuring bata ako. Pero actually, before I read that book, I already have a list of must-have. Pero syempre, okay, and yung mga must-have naman, it's not written in stone. You can always tweak it as you, di ba? As you get to meet other guys, as you, or ikaw, pag lalaki ka, as you date, ito pala gusto kong character. Ito ayaw ko. Yun. So I have my can't stand list. I have my must-have list. Ay, ako pa, nagdagdag pa ako, preferably list. Sana, kunyari, sana may PhD, sana magandang boses, sana magandang manamig, maganda kakatawa. So actually, in my list, I have 35. Wow. 35. Oh, 10 must-have, 10 can't stand, and 15 preferably. So, si Hans, kaya ko siya sinagot, 28 over 35. Naka-28 siya. Yun. Kaya sabi ko, parang, along the way, parang of course, pag for me naman, I'm okay. In case I didn't find somebody na gusto ko, I'm a happy single. Kasi for me, it's better to be happy and it's better to be single and happy than to get married to the wrong person and be miserable for the rest of your life. So, for me, I'm taking it slow and I'm happy kasi as a single. So, yun yung sasabihin ko sa mga viewers, at don't be in a hurry because when you are in a hurry, tendency, you might choose the wrong guy or the wrong girl. Parang kilalanin mo siya, get to know that person, kung click ba kayo o hindi.
And of course, Doc AJ, add na rin natin that you have to pray to the Lord, no? Ask God to bring you to the right person, hindi ba?
Tama.
Madalas, ganun din. If you really trust God, the Lord will really give you the right partner, hindi ba?
Yes, the right partner at the right time. Kasi sa akin, syempre, people would say, you're quite old. I'm not saying that your love story would be the same as mine. A lot of people married younger, like my brother. He married at the age of 27, but I got married at the age of 40. So ako, medyo late na talaga. But some, if it's, tama si Sir Jerry, if it is God's will. So, kaya ako kampante because I trust. If God wants me to be single, then I will be a happy single for the rest of my life. If He wants me to get married, then He'll lead me to somebody that yung compatible kami, yung click kami. Pero my prayer before was, tama sabi mo, you have to pray. Ang prayer ko dati would be, Lord, please guard my heart until the right guy comes along. Na wag ako mabilis mag-fall. Kasi ang dami-dami naman pwede kang mag-fall, di ba? Any guy, it's easy to fall in love.
Yes. Tama. So ang ano ko dito, ulitin lang natin yung sinabi mo, no? So una, you have to know yourself first. Tama? Kilalanin mo muna yung sarili mo. So I guess, kasama na din yun, sabi mo nga, ano yung gusto mo, di ba? So ano yung goal mo, lahat yan. Tapos sabi mo, kailangan i-list down niya yung mga must-haves. Tama ba? Yung mga non-negotiable, sabi mo, di ba? Tapos isulat din niya yung mga things na he or she cannot stand, na talagang ayoko to. Parang ganun, di ba?
Oh, yes.
Oo. Tapos sabi mo nga, sa'yo, meron ka pa yung mga preferred list.
Kaartehan lang yun. Kaya yung ibang doon, wala naman si Hans, okay lang. Kasi preferably lang naman yun eh.
Preferably lang naman, oo. Tama. Oo, parang ano naman, ano naman, parang pwede nang i-compromise. Okay, ham-ham.
Yes, ham-ham. Yes.
Ganyan, ano?
Tama.
Oo. Okay, maganda yan. Magandang tip yan. Okay? Ngayon, Doc, kasi sabi nga natin kanina, malapit na ang February, no? Malapit na, kung mag-isa, love month yan. Even if lumagpas na yung Valentine's, yung iba, hindi pa nakaka-date, ika nga, no? So, gusto ko lang itanong sa iyo bago tayo pumunta dun sa mga katanungan ng ating mga tagapanood, no? Paano na ba paano ba mag-date ngayon online? Ano ba pwede kasi hindi na tayo nagkikita eh. So, ano ba yung pwede nating gawin na parang online dating, parang ganyan? Kunwari, sila na talaga ha. Paano nila i-celebrate yung Valentine online? Anong pwede nilang gawin?
Okay, kunyari hindi pa rin tayo makalabas. Pero ngayon is alert level 2, so pwede na. Pero let's say hindi, okay? Or let's say ayaw pa ng parents mo kasi takot sila, they might get the virus. Then you also have to be creative. What you can do is maybe order the same food online, tapos padala mo, then you eat together. O, di ba? Over Zoom. Siyempre, iba pa rin kapag yung face-to-face. Pero it's better than nothing. Okay? Or pwede naman coffee. Same. Another time, coffee naman. O, same or milk tea, whatever. So, o yung iba, alam mo ba, kasi medyo high-tech ng mga young people, no, the millennials, you can play a game online. They play together, pwedeng couples, or minsan, you can invite some other friends. So, even for those who are already a couple here, let's say, kunyari, may boyfriend ka na, may girl, it would be good to have group dates. Kasi, then doon mo rin makikita, how does your partner treat other people? How does he or she interact? Doon mo rin makikita kasi sometimes, let's say, ako nililigawan or ako yung girlfriend, syempre mabait sa akin. Pero, let's say, kunyari, natalo siya kasi may ibang kalaro. Titingnan na, pikon ba siya? Okay, good loser, di ba? Sore loser ba? Or sports ba siya? Or let's say, lumabas na tayo. You can also see how that person treats, let's say, people who are lower in status. I mean, kumbaga, kasi, syempre, they're serving us eh. So, in a way, parang feeling natin lower. Pero, how do they treat, let's say, the cashier, the waiter, the drivers? So, doon mo rin makikita.
Yes.
And actually, even your family.
Marami ka madidiscover doon, Doc AJ?
Yes. Isa pa. Sir Jerry, naisip ko kunyari kung talagang sila na, invite the family online. Maski once. Hindi, parang, di ba kasi dapat, kunyari, pakilala sa parents, di ba? Since hindi tayo makamit, then even online, para to get a feel lang ba, maski at least man lang makausap siya ni daddy, ni mommy, magtanong-tanong ng konting question si daddy, mommy, yon.
And at the same time, tanong mo na rin kay mommy tsaka daddy, anong impression nila? Hindi ba?
Yes.
Diba?
Kasi minsan, pag in love ka na, blind na tayo.
Tama. The way they talk, kung respetado ba, no, respectful or what, di ba? Tanong mo na rin, ano bang plano mo, di ba? Not necessarily for the daughter or for the son, but let's say sa life mo, no? What is your goal, di ba? Tama yun. Dapat gawin na natin yun, ano? Ito, bago tayo tumuloy, Doc AJ, sa ating mga katanungan, ano, i-share ko lang yung screen natin. Ito sa ating papakita natin yung ating mga tawag dito mga online assets natin, Doc AJ, no? So unang-una, siyempre para mapanood po natin ang mga previous episodes ng Good Vibes, you can always follow us on Facebook, facebook.com/godtoday. Nasa Instagram na rin po tayo, no? instagram.com/godtodayph. At alam mo ba, Doc AJ, nasa ano na rin tayo, tawag dito, TikTok.
Wow, galing
Yes. God Today PH din. And of course, email us sa godtodayph@gmail.com, no? Tapos ito naman, Doc AJ, sa'yo, ikaw na magbasa ng iyong mga social media assets mo.
Okay, so do follow us at Facebook, facebook.com/adjustingyourheart, or sa Instagram, instagram.com/docaj_aj_Chua. Or sa YouTube, yun makita, Adjusting Your Heart. And if you want to know more about relationships, we already made some topics on that. Like the recent will be help. I'm single but lonely. That's meron na rin, is he or she the one? That's we also made one is the 5 dating red flags. So you can check that out.
Yun, no. Nakita ko nga yun, yung pinost mo, no, yung I'm married pero lonely. Tama ba?
Oo. Kasi yung iba naman, hindi lang single ang lonely, minsan married din, lonely.
Lonely din, tama. No, maganda yun. So panoorin po natin yung mga videos na ginawa ni Doc AJ importante, these are free, no? Puntahan lang nyo po yung YouTube channel ni Doc AJ. Yan. Okay, Doc AJ, ito, let us start yung mga questions. Marami-rami ito. No?
Sure.
So, una natin. Ito, sabi niya, how would I know if he is the right one for me?
Okay. One would be, Alex, if I have a list, it's easier nga eh. So, usually yung list naman natin, it would also reflect ano yung values mo. What do you value in life? It would be good to find somebody na medyo same ang value. Of course, take note, there's no person perfectly the same as you. Pag ganun, boring na yung buhay, di ba? Kasi normally, it's opposites attract or you complement each other. But for me, like sabi nga ni Sir Jerry, my faith in God is very important. So number one yan. Ang number one na hinahanap ko is somebody who loves God very much. Hindi lang pwedeng yung, and he's a Christian by name. No, I don't want someone like that. I want somebody who really lives it out. Hindi siya perfect, pero makikita ko na he loves God. Yon. So importante, how would you know he is the one? Kasi yun, sabi mo he. So that means babae ka. Pag babae ka, one, liligawan ka. Okay? So, even though I know this is a modern day age na okay lang, I mean, for many na sinasabi, the women, we can make the first move, it's okay. Actually, hindi lang ang first move eh. Meron akong friend na lalaki yung babae na ang nag-set ng date, yung babae na ang nag-pay for the date, yung babae pa ang nagsundo sa kanya, lahat na babae. Okay, may ganon. But he said that, and actually a lot of guys would say they prefer to be the pursuer. Pero siyempre, may mga guys din na chill lang. Mas maganda yan para hindi na ako magpapagod, hindi pa ako mababasted. But if you ask me, for me, if you're a woman, then you just wait. Kasi kung type ka, maski takot siya sa'yo, feeling na intimidating ka, ganun, or nahihiya siya, don't worry. Doon mo malalaman kung talagang gusto ka niya. He would really gather the courage to get to know you. Siya yung talagang, tapos kunyari, kung type mo naman siya, edi, huwag mo na sobrang pahirapan. Ibig sabihin, kunyari, tinawagan ka, kausapin mo naman. Huwag mo isang tanong, isang sagot. Parang you try also to share, ganun. And you can see kung, let's say, as you get to know each other better, okay ba yung values niya? Let's say, anong direction niya sa buhay? Kaya actually, I'd like to share, Sir Jerry, what Dr. Harold Sala said. He said that in life, there are 3 M's. Letter M, you have to decide. And dapat in order. Sabi niya, the first M should be master. You have to decide who will be the master of your life. And of course, if you ask me, I made Jesus the master of my life. So yun, tapos na. Master ko si Jesus. The next M, dapat alam mo, anong mission mo sa buhay? What's your direction? What do you want to do with the life God has given you? And then, take note, yung last M is make. Then that follows. So how do I apply that in my life? So of course, when I was looking for a partner in life, I would want somebody who also loves God, whose master is also Jesus. And second, yung mission. Let's say, my mission is I want to use counseling to help more people in the Philippines. Okay? That's my mission, to help the people here. So, nung naliligaw si Hans, pasimple nagtanong ako, do you have plans of going abroad? Of migrating, working there, staying there for good? He said no. If he said yes, I would not say yes to him. Kasi iba yung direction niya. It's not the Philippines. My heart is to serve God here in the Philippines. Yon. So that's how, maganda yung sinabi ni Harold Sala. Master first, then you have to know your mission, then you choose your mate. So let's say, how would I know na he's the one? Yun, liligawan ako. Tapos pag niligawan ako, gusto ko rin siya. And as we get to know each other, we are compatible in a lot of ways. And eventually, syempre, papakilala mo sa parents, di ba? Like Hans, he got my parents' blessing. Wow. Yun.
Asan na ba uli si Hans? Kamayan nga natin. Madalas ko pong narinig na put God at the center of your relationship. Paano po ba ito ginagawa or gagawin? Yan. I have been hearing a lot of scary news about online dating scams. Can you give us some tips on how to avoid this? Can you advise me kung ano po ang pwede kong gawin para magustuhan ng pamilya ko ang boyfriend ko? Ayaw kasi nila sa kanya kasi walang trabaho.